Is Australia tightening its doors on permanent residency? As global migration patterns shift, particularly with Canada's recent policy changes, those hoping for long-term stability in Australia might face new challenges. In this video, we'll unpack Australia's latest visa updates, what it means for 482 visa holders, and the evolving path to PR in the country. Australia's migration policies have been evolving, driven by economic demands and public concerns. The government has been focusing on streamlining visa processes, reducing backlogs, and making the system more secure. In recent years, Australia has emphasized the importance of skilled migration, given its role in bolstering sectors like healthcare, construction, and IT. However, this focus could change as Australia reconsiders the balance between economic growth, job competition, and social cohesion. The Temporary Skill Shortage, TSS, 482 visa was created to address skill gaps in the Australian job market. It allows employers to sponsor foreign workers for roles where there is a shortage of local talent. Many 482 visa holders see it as a stepping stone toward permanent residency, PR, but with shifting policies, the path may no longer be straightforward. This visa type allows individuals to work in Australia for up to 4 years, with an option to transition to PR. It also requires workers to stay in positions designated as in demand, which are listed in the Skilled Occupation List, SOL. Australia's Skilled Occupation List, or SOL, is a critical tool for managing migration. It defines the occupations that the government has deemed essential, guiding the migration and visa program structure. By aligning these jobs with economic needs, Australia ensures that skilled migration supports the workforce where it's most needed. Since the SOL is updated regularly, occupations may be removed or added based on economic demand. These changes impact the 482 visa holders looking for a smooth pathway to PR. If a profession is taken off the list, the path for those workers may narrow, making PR eligibility more challenging. Recently, Canada announced major cuts to its permanent residency program, aiming to manage issues like housing shortages and the integration of existing residents. This shift in Canada has ignited a debate in Australia on whether it should adopt similar measures. There's a concern that with ongoing challenges in Australia, the government may choose to limit new PR pathways and shift toward managing current residents' needs. Australians are increasingly vocal about immigration's impact on housing affordability, social cohesion, and job availability. While skilled migration has brought significant economic benefits, it has also created pressures, particularly in the housing market and job sectors where locals and migrants compete. Australia's economy heavily depends on skilled migrants. From healthcare and technology to infrastructure, foreign talent supports sectors that suffer from chronic labor shortages. Nevertheless, public opinion plays a significant role in shaping policies. Politicians and policymakers are finding it challenging to balance economic needs with public sentiment, which sometimes leans toward more restrictive migration policies. The possibility of achieving PR has been a driving factor for many 482 visa holders. As Australia navigates its policy changes, those on temporary visas, especially 482 holders, may face stricter requirements or fewer opportunities to secure PR. If Australia opts for a more selective approach, the process for obtaining PR may involve stricter criteria. Future changes could mean longer wait times, higher language requirements, or adjustments in job skill evaluations. Economic factors, such as inflation and sector-specific demands, will likely influence migration policy. The government might adjust quotas for specific roles and prioritize areas with acute shortages. Staying informed is crucial for those navigating the PR pathway in Australia. As changes occur, knowing how to adapt becomes essential. Stay updated on the SOL and explore ways to strengthen qualifications if your occupation's status changes. Build skills that are in high demand and maintain a good employment record to improve eligibility. Engage with migration advisors who can provide insights into the latest policy changes. Australia and Canada both attract skilled migrants, but their approaches can differ. Australia tends to prioritize skilled migration tied closely to labor shortages, whereas Canada has recently pulled back to address internal pressures such as housing and job integration. If Canada's policy shifts prove effective, Australia might adopt similar measures. Canada's reductions in PR intake could serve as a model for balancing economic benefits with domestic stability. Australia is at a crossroads in its migration journey. While the country needs skilled migrants, social pressures, housing, and integration concerns are real. Future policies may bring selective immigration, focusing on targeted job sectors while tightening PR pathways. For those on temporary visas, keeping a pulse on policy developments is essential. Regularly checking government releases and migration news can help stay prepared for any adjustments to migration pathways. With so much at stake, 482 visa holders and skilled migrants in Australia should stay alert and ready for potential changes in the PR landscape. Want to stay on top of all updates in Australia's migration policies? Make sure to subscribe and don't miss out on crucial insights that could shape your future in Australia.